What's up, Scoop fam? Get ready to buckle up because the news cycle is absolutely exploding today, and we've got the inside track on all the biggest stories you need to know. The tempo is up, the stakes are high, and you're about to get the most electrifying updates before anyone else. We're diving deep into some game-changing developments that are shaking up the industry and capturing everyone's attention. First up, we're talking about a legendary director's vision for a beloved caped crusader that almost saw a completely different leading man, a choice that would have redefined superhero cinema as we know it. Then, the buzz is all about a major star potentially stepping into a highly anticipated, boundary-pushing project that was previously in limbo. This could be a career-defining move for an actor already at the top of his game, and the details are absolutely fascinating. We've got the scoop. And we're not stopping there. We're also breaking down the latest on this revival, what it means for the film's future, and why this particular casting is sending shockwaves through Hollywood. Stick around for all the juicy details, and before we jump into the deep dive, make sure you're subscribed and hit that notification bell so you never miss an update from Sheeran's Scoop. Let's go. A different caped crusader vision revealed. Prepare for a revelation that could have fundamentally reshaped the superhero landscape. We're pulling back the curtain on a version of Batman that never made it to the screen, a gritty, R-rated take envisioned by a director known for his boundary-pushing cinema. This wasn't your typical blockbuster. Think less Batmobile, more duct tape, and raw intensity. The director, who has helmed critically acclaimed films like Black Swan and The Wrestler, was reportedly eyeing a very specific, incredibly talented actor to don the cowl, an actor who would later become synonymous with another iconic DC villain. This actor, celebrated for his intense performances, was the filmmaker's top pick, a stark contrast to the studio's more mainstream leanings at the time, which favored a teen idol. The collaboration with a legendary comic book writer was so serious that they even co-penned a script, drawing inspiration from a seminal Batman storyline that chronicled the hero's early days. Their script reportedly took significant liberties, envisioning a down-on-his-luck, homeless Bruce Wayne and a very different dynamic with Alfred. The primary antagonist was also slated to be a character not typically associated with Batman's core rogues gallery. Ultimately, the studio's vision and the director's audacious plans diverged too greatly, leading to the project's shelving. While this particular iteration never saw the light of day, echoes of its grounded, intense approach may have subtly influenced subsequent interpretations of The Dark Knight, proving that even abandoned projects can leave a lasting impact on the genre. The potential for this R-rated, psychologically complex Batman to have hit theaters in the early 2000s is a fascinating what-if for fans of the caped crusader and cinematic history. Hold onto your hats, because the casting world is in for another seismic shift. Next up, a beloved actor is reportedly stepping into a role that was left vacant by another major star in a highly anticipated, steamy romance drama. Pascal poised to reignite delayed romance drama. In a move that has the industry buzzing, critically acclaimed actor Pedro Pascal is reportedly in talks to take the lead in the long-delayed Todd Haynes film, Noche. This project, described as a steamy gay romance drama set against the backdrop of the 1930s, was originally slated to star Joaquin Phoenix, who unexpectedly exited the film just days before principal photography was set to commence. Phoenix's departure sent shockwaves through Hollywood, especially since he had reportedly championed the project himself and pushed it into more explicit territory. The film, which was to feature Phoenix alongside Top Gun, Maverick actor Danny Ramirez's lovers, found its production halted, leaving sets built and schedules in disarray. Now, with Pascal reportedly circling the lead role, Noche is looking to get back on track, with production eyed for early 2025. This potential casting is particularly noteworthy given Pascal's established reputation and his recent successes, including The Last of Us and The Mandalorian, as well as his upcoming Marvel debut in Fantastic Four. His involvement could provide the necessary star power to revive the project and attract the audience it aims for. The film's sensitive subject matter and explicit nature, which reportedly made Phoenix uncomfortable, are areas where Pascal's known advocacy for the LGBTQ+ community might align perfectly. Pascal has been a vocal supporter of LGBTQ+ rights, often using his platform to champion equality. His sister, Lux Pascal, is a transgender actress, and Pascal has frequently spoken about his pride and support for her journey. This personal connection and public stance have made him a beloved ally within the community. His previous roles, such as Oberyn Martell in Game of Thrones and his work in The Last of Us, which features a significant queer relationship, have also showcased his commitment to diverse storytelling. Fans and critics alike have praised his ability to bring depth and authenticity to complex characters, and his involvement in Noche could be a significant step in exploring LGBTQ+ narratives in mainstream cinema. The film's restart, contingent on Pascal's official signing, signifies a win for bold, independent filmmaking and a testament to the enduring appeal of Haynes' vision. But the drama surrounding this project doesn't end there. We're delving deeper into the reasons behind the original lead's departure and how this new casting could save the film. Pascal's potential savior role in Haynes' explicit romance. In a twist that could very well salvage a highly anticipated yet troubled production, reports indicate that Pedro Pascal is being eyed to step into the leading role of Todd Haynes, Noche, effectively replacing Joaquin Phoenix. This explicit gay romance drama, set in the evocative 1930s, was previously described as a passion project for Phoenix, who, according to director Haynes, was actively pushing the narrative into more dangerous territory, sexually. However, just 5 days before filming was slated to begin in Guadalajara, Mexico, Phoenix made the abrupt decision to exit the film, a move that producer Christine Vachon of Killer Films described as a nightmare and a tragedy. Sources close to the production at the time suggested that the contracts with international distributors were so rigid that recasting was deemed impossible, leading to the project's immediate shutdown. The film centers on a corrupt cop who flees 1930s Los Angeles with his lover, played by Danny Ramirez, embarking on a journey to Mexico. Interestingly, in Ari Aster's recent film, Eddington, Pascal and Phoenix actually portray rivals, with Phoenix playing the corrupt cop. The potential for Pascal to now embody a similar character, albeit in a vastly different context, adds another layer of intrigue. Pascal's involvement could not only revive Noche, but also potentially lead to his first Oscar nomination, a prospect that has fans eagerly anticipating his decision. Killer Films, the production company behind Noche, has a history of backing bold, boundary-pushing cinema and has previously worked with Pascal on the romantic dramedy Materialists. This established relationship could further facilitate Pascal's entry into the project. Haynes himself is no stranger to exploring complex human relationships and LGBTQ+ themes, having directed the critically acclaimed Carol, a lesbian romance set in the 1950s. His directorial prowess, combined with Pascal's star power and known advocacy for the LGBTQ+ community, positions Noche to potentially become a significant cinematic event. The film's restart is reportedly being planned for the new year, with Guadalajara, Mexico, remaining the filming location. The industry will be watching closely to see if Pascal officially joins the project and if his presence can indeed help Noche overcome its initial hurdles and deliver the groundbreaking narrative it promises. This casting news is already making waves, but there's more to unpack about the film's journey. We're diving into the details of how this project was revived and what it means for the future of LGBTQ+ cinema. Pascal steps in, Todd Haynes, Noche revival with new lead. The highly anticipated queer romance film, Noche, helmed by acclaimed director Todd Haynes, is back on track for production, and it has a new leading man, the in-demand Pedro Pascal. This development marks a significant revival for the project, which was previously considered abandoned after its initial star, Joaquin Phoenix, reportedly failed to appear for the first 2 weeks of filming, forcing producers to halt production entirely. While the exact reasons for Phoenix's abrupt departure remain undisclosed, insider sources indicated that his absence left the production, which was gearing up for principal photography in Mexico, with no viable alternative but to shut down. Now, with Pascal officially signing on, production is reportedly set to commence in early 2026 in Guadalajara, Mexico. Noche is described as a gay love story set in the 1930s, charting the journey of two men who fall in love and decide to leave the United States for Mexico. Killer Films, known for its commitment to LGBTQ narratives, is producing the project, having previously collaborated with Pascal on the A24 romantic dramedy, Materialists. This news comes as a welcome surprise, especially following the significant setback caused by Phoenix's exit. Producer Christine Vachon had previously credited Phoenix with bringing the initial idea to Killer Films, but she also expressed her profound disappointment and sadness over the film's breakdown, calling it a tragedy. Haynes, who has a notable track record with queer storytelling, including the Oscar-nominated Carol, is expected to bring his signature style to Noche. Pascal, fresh off a stellar year that included his Marvel debut in The Fantastic Four, First Steps, and an Emmy nomination for The Last of Us Season 2, is undoubtedly one of the most prominent stars in Hollywood today. His involvement is crucial for resurrecting a project of this caliber. The film's initial shutdown was a major blow, but Pascal's star power and artistic alignment with Haynes' work offer a strong foundation for the project's resurgence. The industry eagerly awaits the film's eventual release, anticipating another significant contribution to LGBTQ+ cinema from Haynes and a potentially career-defining role for Pascal. This is a massive win for the film and for fans eagerly awaiting its release. But before we wrap up, let's revisit the biggest headlines of the day. And that's a wrap on today's explosive update. We saw a legendary director's radical vision for Batman almost come to life with a surprising lead actor. Then, Pedro Pascal is reportedly stepping into a steamy, delayed gay romance drama, potentially saving the project. We also got the inside scoop on why that film stalled and how Pascal's involvement could be a game-changer. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to Sheeran Scoop for all your breaking news, hit that notification bell so you never miss an update, and drop your thoughts in the comments below. You can also follow us on all our social media channels for even more exclusive content. Thanks for watching, Scoop Fam, and we'll see you in the next one.